Welcome to the 2025 Brampton Santa Claus Parade, presented by the Rotary Club of Brampton, in partnership with the City of Brampton, Peel Regional Police, and the Peel Regional Paramedic Services. You know, this year there are in excess of 500 volunteers who have put in over 30,000 volunteer hours to bring this special nighttime 2025 parade to Brampton. You know, this is the fourth year on the Bramley Road route, and we're really happy to be able to bring Santa to all the boys and girls of Brampton. You know, we hear that there's even some letter collectors, or I should say letter collectors, I guess that's right, who later in the parade will come and collect letters from Santa, of which Sherry and I both have letters to Santa. And also the Brampton Royals are collecting food from all those present who would like to contribute. So let's get things started. Welcome to the Brampton Santa Claus Nighttime Parade. My name is Michael A. Charbon, my fourth year doing this parade, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be here. I'm joined by my co-host. You'll remember this young lady from TSN. She's done Olympics, all kinds of sports. She's going to be featured at the FIFA soccer coverage. My friend and our co-host for this, the 2025, it's the 31st Santa Claus Parade, Miss Sherry Ford. Sherry, welcome for the second time, and it's wonderful to have you here.
So nice to be back, Michael. Thank you for inviting me back. I had such a wonderful time last year. I know it was touch and go because I was quite sick, but we powered through, and I was just so happy to be in my happy place of Christmas.
You know, I know you were feeling down last year, and as in TV, we always keep our commitments. But you were not feeling well, and you had just unfortunately lost your mother, and your relationship with your mother and Christmas was very, very special. So doing this is wonderful, and I could see you really poke it through, as they say.
Well, my mother made Christmas, right? She makes all the magic, and when you asked me to do the Brampton Christmas Parade, I'm like, you know what? My mom, she'd love it if I did that. So at the end of the parade, I really wanted to call her afterwards and said, I hope you were watching, but I think she was.
Of course she was. She was tuning in. And our folks on YouTube were tuning in. People tune in after the parade as well. You know, Sherry, one thing that's really, really important about a parade like this is volunteers. Can you imagine? I mean, they start 2 weeks after the last parade, and they volunteer to put it all together.
Yeah, it really does take a village, like hundreds of volunteers. They work all year long to pull off this massive parade, and I know you were out and about milling around them today, and you caught up with one very important volunteer.
You know, volunteers are the key to making the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade happen, and without volunteers, it doesn't work. But who puts that all together? Well, Scott Ching is one guy that I can talk to. Scotty, tell me about how many volunteers make this parade and how important the volunteers are.
Well, Michael, it's absolutely amazing. We start with a small group of about 20 to 30 volunteers that work year-round. As we get closer to the parade, the group builds and builds and builds. And today, there are hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, from parade marshals to banner carriers to all the participants that put on these fabulous floats and join us as even costume characters. It is an amazing group of people that volunteer so many hours to put on this wonderful parade.
And when you talk about an ambassador, who better than Scott Ching? But I got to ask one question. How many parades is this? And what does this make you feel when you have these kids from Brampton who see Santa arriving in their home?
Well, Michael, this is number 40 for me. There have been 41 parades. I did not make the first one. We only have one person left who's been to all 41, but it's amazing. All the volunteers, we cannot do it without them, and we thank each and every one of them, and we do it for all of the kids. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Well, thank you, Scott Ching, and all the volunteers. Couldn't do it without them. But you know, a parade like this, Sherry, it costs money. And with the city of Brampton, they've got to get involved as well because there is a budget for the parade.
Absolutely, right? And it starts at the top. The Mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown, and Michael, you actually caught up with his worship earlier today. You slowed him down just enough to get a quick word in edgewise.
This is the car that is carrying the president of the Rotary Club of Brampton, our title sponsor. But a very important guest who's responsible for making the parade happen every year is the mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown. Mr. Mayor, you know, the city of Brampton puts so much money and resources and time, volunteer time into this parade. What does this mean to you?
Well, this is one of the most special events of the year. I think something that every children looks forward to, the Santa Claus Parade. Today is the day. And this event is driven by volunteers, driven by Rotary. They do an incredible job at it.
You know what? Kids are really a part of Christmas. You just had a child. Congratulations. I think it's your third, right? What does this mean, being able to share this Santa Claus Parade with Daddy as the mayor and Santa coming to Brampton?
Well, I think my kids, like all kids, look forward to this. And they all want to see Santa. My son actually told me today, he says, I want to see Santa to tell him I want a 3D printer. Some of the wild ideas you have, but it's a magical time. Merry Christmas, Brampton. I hope you have a blast enjoying this parade.
You got to love Patrick Brown. I've had the opportunity to interview him multiple times. He's doing a great job for Brampton, and he really supports the parade. You know, one other thing that is always a highlight for me and for many kids is one particular participant, Sherry, who comes to almost every parade.
Yes, over 50 attractions in today's parade with floats and bands. And of course, one of the favorites are the Shriners and their go-karts. And you caught up with them earlier.
I'm here with the Peel Shrine Club Go-Kart Patrol. You know what? If you look at the event that you want to be most involved in the parade, it's driving these go-karts. But it's more than driving a go-kart. I'm joined by
Larry Francis.
And Larry, you got to tell me, the Ramses Shrine here in Brampton does so much. Why is it so important to be part of the Brampton Santa Claus Parade?
Because they give us money that we donate to the children's hospitals, the Shriners Children's Hospitals, which supports sick kids all in North America with 22 children's hospitals, and where no family gets a bill because of the money we donate.
No family gets a bill. I mean, you got to say that's a wonderful thing. The final thing I got to ask, everybody would love to drive these go-karts. What's it like to drive these go-karts on the road with cops all around letting you do this?
Well, you think these are older guys? They're just a bunch of kids driving these carts around. And myself the same. I'm just a big kid driving the carts around. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You know, you gotta love it. That's the whole thing that pushes a parade like this. The love for the kids, the joy of participating, and volunteerism and contributing back to your city.
Absolutely. And I just love getting here early and seeing all the kids gathering on the side of the parade route. They're so excited. Some of them have their lightsabers. Some of them have flashy hats. They are so excited.
Well, there's a positive sign when you're in trouble when you see a police car like that. When you don't see a police car and you need one, they'll be there in under 6 minutes. Peel Regional Police are delighted, actually, to be part of the magical event as they celebrate their many years of dedicated service to the community. Please give a warm holiday cheer to Peel Regional Police Procession, where they're showcasing their rich history and bright future. Superintendent Peter Danos looks like he's enjoying the ride. He's somewhere in that, somewhere around there. And following closely is a cool 2025 Chevy Blazer. Now, this Chevy Blazer is an EV, so therefore it just goes to show how great Brampton is about promoting the ecology and climate change, and their commitment to safety is always something really important and something that's important to the community as well.
The Rotary Club of Brampton is extremely pleased to be the presenting sponsor of this magnificent parade. Their sponsorship to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade ensures that the parade organizing committee will have the resources it needs to bring bigger and better elements to the parade each year. Every year, kids of all ages are delighted to see characters and balloons and fabulous floats. This year is no different, as we've been told there are some exciting surprises in store for you today.
You know, the Rotary Club of Brampton is celebrating its 82nd year in the community. And as the band's coming by here, the Rotary Club of Brampton is also an organization of businesses and professional leaders who are united worldwide to provide humanitarian service and also to encourage high ethical standards in all vocations. And also, the most important here, you can understand, they're here to build goodwill and peace around the world. All right, let's talk about Mosquito Squadron, Bandit. But before that, I'm seeing this kind of looks like Patrick Brown here.
It sure does. Look at that beautiful horse-drawn carriage. Wow, that is magical. In the carriage, we see the mayor of the city of Brampton, His Worship Patrick Brown. Riding with Mayor Brown is his wife Genevieve, his son Theo, and daughter Savannah. The mayor and his wife Genevieve just welcomed a third child, daughter Amelia. Congratulations to them. What a magical time of year to have a baby. Mayor Brown and family wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas, and he encourages those who can give to the less fortunate to please give at food banks and shelters.
Patrick Brown was the 51st mayor of Brampton. He was elected first actually in 2018, interestingly enough, and re-elected in 2022. The last three mayors, let's see if you can you do this at home? The last three mayors, the last mayor, of course, Patrick Brown. Then you had Linda Jeffries, and of course, Susan Fennell, lovely Susan Fennell. She was the longest actually in Brampton. 14 years, that was her term of mayor. Wonderful. All right, let's talk about the city of Brampton and councillors. Oh, look at this. Paul Vicente is coming here. These guys all want to get on television. Look at the Merry Christmas, Paul Vicente. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, you know what? The City Council, the Parade Committee would like to thank the Brampton Council for their ongoing support of the parade. Many city staff from many departments like parks and traffic and special events and public works are involved in providing excellent service to the parade each year. Council and all of the staff at the City of Brampton would like to wish the residents a very happy and a Merry Christmas. That was very cool. Paul Vicente came over here to say hello. Yeah, it's always fine. Wonderful, and you figure how much time that these people put towards the city. I know a lot of them personally. I've interviewed a lot of them. The scenario that's really, really important is that the amount of time that they have to dedicate to events and coming to events like this is quite something. I also wanted to just make a note of the Mosquito Squadron Cadet Band, that their color party and their escort are comprised of cadets, and they're cadets from the Mosquito Squadron, which is actually part of the Royal Canadian Air Cadets program. Very important and good to have your kids involved. The cadets range in age from about 12 to 18, and they learn integrity, citizenship, leadership skills. That's all important stuff, as well as developing physical fitness and an interest in aviation. Of course, they're the cadets. Aviation.
Absolutely. Were you ever part of the cadets?
No, I was a Cub and a Cub Master. And I coached baseball and I coached hockey. But these squadron kids that were marching, you saw them earlier, they're also involved in many other events and competitions throughout the year, and they foster lasting friendships. And one has got to say that those kind of things and those kind of impressions, like scouting, like guiding beavers, cubs, brownies, all those things are so important for your kids to understand working with. And I don't know, there's a level of not morality, but just things that you learn to work with your co-human.
Yes, I was a Girl Guide once, very, very long time ago. But you form these lasting relationships, and you learn how to work together and how to be a team, and it's very important.
Oh, there we go. The president of the Rotary Club, John Diggs. You got to love that. He is the president of the Rotary Club, and John Diggs is joining us today with his wife, Patricia. John would like to thank the Brampton Santa Claus Parade Committee for their dedication and work on the parade each year. I love that car. That car is an Excalibur. That's one of those. I'm a car nut, so you got to. I had a chance to chat to him earlier. He was saying how great the car hums. John and his fellow Rotarians would like to give a big shout out to the community members for their support towards local and international service projects that Rotary has been involved with over the last years. And this year, John and Patricia are in the beautiful Excalibur. It's being driven by Carl Strachan. And he's from Colex Collision. Carl is paying tribute to his father, Bill. Bill, Bill passed away earlier this year, but he could not be with us this year, but he's been so many other years. Hello to Mayor Brown, and hello to Bill up in heaven. That's really cool. You gotta love that.
That is a gorgeous car. The Rotary Club of Brampton is proud once again to be the presenting sponsor of the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, the largest nighttime parade in Canada. The Rotary Club of Brampton has been one of the major sponsors of the parade since 1992. This year, the Rotary Club's float depicts an imaginary scene from the North Pole, where the Grinch has been caught looking for presents that he missed out on in Whoville. Who should he run into but Bluey? Bluey has traveled to the North Pole to visit Santa and see snow. He spots the Grinch and the chase is on. Bluey is right behind him as the Grinch tries to make his escape. Will the Grinch escape or will justice prevail? And whose side will Max the dog be on? My guess it will be on Bluey's side. These dogs have to stick together. Merry Christmas to everyone from the Rotary Club of Brampton, a proud presenting sponsor of the Brampton Santa Claus Parade and major sponsor for over 30 years. Bluey, of course, is a blue heeler from Australia. And I'll tell you what, this cartoon has taken over kids' TVs across the world, and mine too. I'm a huge Bluey fan. I have to admit it. I still watch it.
When you first told me, I thought that was the difference between blue and violet, or the mix of blue and violet.
No,
that was Bluey.
And Bluey has a sister named Bingo.
Oh, Bingo and Bluey. Yes. I bet you have a lot of daubers around the house.
Yes, I do.
Check this out. Look at this. These are cool. These are called the penguin mascots, and they're from the mascots are from the exclusive to us, I should say, by the design to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade specifically. So they got these just for the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, and they now welcome us and invite us to enjoy the rest of the parade. You gotta love a couple of penguins. Thank you to Ryan Pinkerton of Atrell Toyota for the vehicle, where he kindly supplied this for the mascots. Can you imagine getting picked up? We've got 2 penguins to pick up. Yeah, 2 penguins.
You have what? Joining us again this year is the Flower City Princess and her ladies in waiting. They look absolutely stunning, don't they?
Look at that.
Brampton is known around the world as the Flower City, and it only makes sense that the Flower City Princess is part of the parade. Many of the costumes in the parade today have been made and designed by a volunteer team that is exclusive to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade. They work extremely hard to design and make the costumes that you see. Thank you to the costume team led by Marlene Vince, who is also the parade's current president. She is a busy lady.
That's cool. And the presenting sponsor is the Rotary Club of Canada, or Rotary Club of Brampton, I should say, in partnership with the Corporation of the City of Brampton. We also have sponsorships from Tim Horton, Delta Bingo Gaming Center, Madame Homes, Hills Video Productions, Synchro Works Consulting, and Bramalea City Center. So this is the Bandeleira Portuguesa de Brampton. Bandeleira Portuguesa de Brampton joins us once again. This year they are sponsored by your Brampton Member of Parliament, which is Amandeep Sodi and Seth Pete Ali, and we have Ruby Sota, I should say, Ruby Sota. Bandeleira Portuguesa is a non-profit marching band that was established in 1976, and over the years it's been performing throughout Canada and the United States. Let's have a little listen to these guys here. Bandeleira, what you get?
Representing the vibrant community of Brampton, here come our dedicated progressive conservative Brampton MPPs. This year, their decorated vehicle showcases the spirit of togetherness, adorned with festive decorations that reflect Brampton's diversity and resilience. These MPPs are committed to supporting local initiatives and creating opportunities for all residents year-round. With a proud history of participation in this beloved parade, the Brampton MPPs bring holiday cheer to all in attendance. They wish everyone a safe, joyous, and very Merry Christmas.
Brampton is part of the Region Appeal. It's the 7th largest city in Canada. It's actually one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. And guess what the population of Brampton is? The population of Brampton now is 826,998. There you go. And growing, Sherry.
Absolutely.
And growing. Wow, look at that. We have the Snow Queen, and she's accompanied by her enchanting twinkle snowflake children. You know, she's dressed in a gown that sparkles like freshly fallen snow. Can you imagine that? We had hail here before. The Snow Queen, she provides a beautiful and graceful presence today. Her snowflake children, each a vision of whimsy and joy, and they dance around her, and they're reflecting the light and creating a mesmerizing display. Together they bring the spirit of Christmas to life, reminding everyone of the magic of the season that it can hold. Merry Christmas. That's wonderful. Look at that. That's electric. And then they don't melt either. Like, you kind of like those snowflakes.
Oh my, here comes a huge snowman face balloon.
Wow.
The team manning this balloon is from the Brams United Soccer Club. Their vision is providing inclusive and accessible soccer programs for all of Brampton and developing future leaders within the community through sport. This balloon is proudly sponsored by Mary Mac Promotions. Mary Mac Promotions have been involved with this parade since 1987. Mary Mac has been promoting companies and events for over 35 years in Brampton and providing the magic of the holiday season. Mary Mac would like to wish the best of the holiday season to everyone.
I think they got to put pretty strong people underneath there, because you got to fill that up with something to make it float like that. I love that. I think that's very cool.
Good thing it's not really windy or they'd be taking off.
Ain't that the truth? Look at that. They're having fun. You know, this is part of the thing about volunteering. You get to walk in a parade. And I remember as a kid, I did the Santa Claus Parade in Toronto a couple of times. Yeah. I was an upside-down clown. Some would say I'm still upside down. Anyways, the Kiwanis Club of Brampton. So it's time now for some clowning around, as they say. The Kiwanis Club of Brampton is delighted to have the Brampton Celebrity Clowns, which is returning to entertain the children and the adults along this parade route. Kids and clowns, you know, what better can you have? We should say politicians too. I mean, what better way to create magic and priceless smiles? And of course, a little bit of laughter for the many children and families here today. A special thanks goes to the Celebrity Clowns, who are business leaders who make a generous donation to Kiwanis for their chance to be a clown for a day. Walking with some of the clowns are the service dogs, who are placed with local families who have children with autism. I love this, and I love this story. You know, this club is entering its 67th year in the community service, and Kiwanis invites community-minded individuals to join them in support of improving the lives of children and their families. What a better message, eh? The Kiwanis Club of Brampton wishes a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year filled with peace, happiness, and prosperity. Look at these guys. They're having fun.
This is so much fun, just clowning around throughout the whole parade. Now, this is something I want to do.
You gotta love it. They're having fun.
They sure are. And staying warm, too.
Yeah.
Moving around like that.
Well, considering we had hail, we had a little bit of rain, everybody's doing such a great job. Hi, guys. Look at that. They're all having fun.
They sure are.
Well, to be a kid again, you know, I'm telling you.
We've never grown up, you and I, Michael.
Oh, no.
We're still kids.
We have too much fun. Hey, Sherry, do you know that Santa Claus had all kinds of different names? He was called Kris Kringle and Père Noël.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's lots of different names for him, right? And Santa's sleigh is actually the fastest vehicle ever. On Christmas Eve, Santa has to travel around the world. I mean, can you imagine that?
Absolutely not. Do you hear that buzzing, though? Here comes Buzz the Brampton Bee and the City of Brampton's recreation team. The Ready, Set, Play van has been transformed into Ready, Set, Sleigh, spreading the gift of activity and recreation across Brampton. Decked out with twinkling lights, holiday decor, and sports equipment galore, this team is all about bringing fun, movement, and smiles to every neighborhood. Look for Buzz and the crew at an event near you, inspiring residents of all ages to get active and discover the joy of recreation. From the City of Brampton recreation family to yours, they wish you a season full of laughter, connection, and play. Happy holidays, Brampton.
I kind of like that. Hey, Sherry, check this out about stats. Did you know that Santa has to deliver presents to 22 million children?
Wow.
An hour? Well, you got to think about that, right? That's a lot of things.
Man,
Well,
I find it hard to wrap gifts for my 2 children. Imagine that many.
Here comes the troopers. I love this. Star Wars characters are abounding here as any kid has any interest. You first saw this movie for some of us in 1977, and who hasn't loved Star Wars? Well, tonight there's a few of those beloved characters around here. Well, I could see Darth Vader in the back. He's always captivated crowds with his signature deep voice and menacing presence. You know, children and adults alike are all in awe of these marches and with all these great characters. Princess Leia is there. She's showing an unwavering courage, greeting everybody on. I love that. And Luke Skywalker. There he is, the savior of it all. He's the heroic Jedi Knight who knows a sense of humor. And last but not least, the only Star Wars character who needs a shave and never does, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, that's Chewbacca is what I want to say. But Obi-Wan, I jumped my thought. Well, he's wise and he's very beloved Jedi whose presence will serve as a reminder for the importance of wisdom and compassion during the holidays.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, that's really that. There's another one. There's another quote that says, "Never tell me the odds." Do you remember that when he was in?
Oh,
that?
yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, Brampton Transit is delighted to be back for this year's Santa Claus Parade. Brampton Transit has had the honor of serving over 43 million riders, connecting people to where they live, work, learn, and play. This year's float is a celebration of the holiday season, honoring our riders, the community, and the shared joy this season brings. Brampton Transit proudly supports community events while continuing to champion sustainable transportation and deliver service to Brampton riders. From everyone at Brampton Transit, we wish you a safe and joyous holiday season.
In 2024, Sherry, they had 43 million riders.
Wow.
Gotta say, yep. So we have Wellforth Community Health Center is coming up next, and they're a shining light on the community here. Community health by spreading feel-good gifts of the season, including compassion, healing, hope, wellness, and they don't forget those folks to remind them to get their health checkup. Get a checkup. This is Wellforth's first year in participating in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, and this healthcare team is so excited to be part of this event. We're welcoming them and thank them for their participation. The small glowing orbs, I should say, that the marchers are holding honor the dedication of service and hope that Wellforth has been created to a healthier community. Wellforth's mission is high-quality, accessible primary health care for all. And they are especially welcome anyone who doesn't have a family doctor or a nurse practitioner. Absolutely. Check out Wellforth Community Health Services. So Wellforth wishes the community a healthy and happy season and reminds us to spread the joy and not the germs.
Get ready for a thrilling performance from the Fletcher's Meadow Secondary School Drumline. This talented group of students from grades 9 to 12 have been working hard to bring you an unforgettable show. This band is sponsored by Wadware. Wadware is a longtime supporter of the parade, and their support is very much appreciated. Both Fletcher's Meadow Secondary School and Wadware would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Now let's listen in and show our support for these amazing young musicians.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Isn't that what they say, Sherry?
I guess I scared them away.
Sherry, can you name the 9 reindeers on Santa's sleigh?
Oh, on Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen, and then Rudolph.
You are correct.
He is the best one, the most important one, I might add.
Okay, let's listen to these guys here. Wonderful sound from our Hills Video crew, Director Bill Elliott, and all our folks here in the band coming by. Way to go, guys. So Amica Peel Village is a merry, Grinchmas, as they say, from Amica Peel Village. It's a Grinch-tacular holiday from Amica Peel Village Seniors Lifestyle, one of Brampton's finest retirement communities. This year, the residents and the team are bringing Whoville to life, compete with the Grinch and their marchers, and plenty of festive cheer. Now celebrating their second year in the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade, Amica Peel Village is proud to share joy, laughter, and community spirit with parade goers once again. What great messages. The float reflects Amica's belief that the holidays are about connection, kindness, and togetherness. Things that can't be stolen by even the Grinch, Sherry. All good messages.
Absolutely. I love that movie. I watch it every movie. Or every story.
movie.
Every story. Every Christmas Eve. I don't go to bed until I watch it.
I had another Santa fact here, and I didn't know this. Did you know that Santa Claus has actually an official pilot's license?
Get out.
He did. In 1927, the U.S. government officially issued Santa Claus with a pilot's license.
Well, it makes sense, I guess.
I guess you got to do that, right? But I didn't know that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Very cool.
Here's another little kernel of information. Santa and Mrs. Claus have a Canadian passport.
Do they have one for every country, or
I don't know, but Canada gave them one in 2013, and Mr. and Mrs. Claus received their own Canadian e-passports from Canadian Immigration Minister. I think finally we've acknowledged Christmas for sure on that point.
Absolutely. And that is a very important passport, because all the kids in Canada need to see Santa Claus and his wife cross over the border, don't they?
I guess they do. I mean, we've got so many wonderful things to celebrate, and I think it's so wonderful that we have all these companies participating and all these people who are helping it out. We've got sponsors like the Brampton Members of Parliament and Progressive Conservatives, Mary Mac, Prude Dash, and Maud Wad. And also, we watch Brampton too, so that's really kind of cool. Well, here we have the therapy dogs.
Yeah, look, it's the St. John Ambulance Therapy Dog Team. Each of the volunteers walking with a therapy dog provides comfort and compassion to so many by taking their dogs into hospitals, senior residence, care facilities, nursing homes, and paramedic stations on a weekly basis. They also provide therapy dog services to schools, universities, colleges, community centers, libraries, the airport, and businesses. Through dog petting, affection, and regular visitation, many people benefit both physically and emotionally from the unconditional love of a dog. The friendly attention and acceptance of these four-legged volunteers are always greatly appreciated. The St. John Ambulance Therapy Dog Team wish everyone a safe and joyous holiday season. Oh, they're good boys.
We're all dog lovers. We were talking before. I was saying we had my wife and family. We had 4 dogs.
Oh, you're so lucky. That's a lot of love.
That's a lot of dogs.
I have one. His name is Freddie, after Freddie Mercury of Queen.
Okay, let's go to the Paw Patrol characters. This is kind of cool. Here comes some real fan favorites from Paw Patrol. We've got Chase, the police pup. He encourages safety and kindness. While we have Marshall, he's the fire pup. He spreads a warmth and cheer with his infectious enthusiasm. Then we have Sky. I love this Sky. He's the aviator pup who delights the audience with her loving presence and capturing the essence of adventure that Paw Patrol embodies. This is cool. The Paw Patrol team's participation in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade is not just about fun. It's also about highlights of the spirit of giving. In the collaboration with local charities, the pups encourage attendees to bring donations for those in need. Along the parade route, volunteers will collect non-perishable food items, reinforcing the message that everyone can be a hero during the holiday season.
And here comes Freezerland, Newfoundland. It is their first time entering the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, but they have been involved within the Brampton community for over 25 years. Look at all Santa's helpers. They seem to be enjoying some holiday fishing. Nice to see them join the fun in Canada's largest nighttime parade. Freezerland Newfoundland Inc. would like to wish everyone a very happy holiday from their family to yours. I love first-timers. You're just getting more and more people come out every year and growing this already magnificent parade.
And again, it's all about sponsors. I want to thank Proust Dash and Crouch LLP, Modware, We Watch Brampton, Trell Toyota, Kings Point Plaza, McDonald's Restaurants, Burger King Restaurants, Mills Group, CIM Solutions. Lots of people to say thank you to, and lots of sponsors. A bunch more that we'll be mentioning during our coverage here. But we couldn't do it with all these wonderful volunteers and the sponsors who come and play with us here in the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade. Sherry, it's also wonderful to have you here again. There's all kinds of work that takes place before it goes, and I just want to say thanks for being part of this.
Thank you for inviting me.
So the Studio School of Dance, here comes the Studio School of Dance and their music. They're ready to dance it out, as they say, Christmas style, in this year's Santa Claus Parade. The studio is celebrating their 53rd season as a proud Brampton business. That's a lot of time in Brampton. And they've been a part of the Santa Claus Parade tradition since 1992. That's 33 years. Congratulations and thank you. Their students look forward to the event every year, and their enthusiasm is absolutely shining through in their performances. You gotta love it. The studio offers an inclusive, fun, and family-oriented environment. And as a leader in dance and music education, the studio offers a wide range of classes, all kinds of styles of dance, music, theater, and music program. And of course, YMCA is here. We are. Sherry's doing her thing. And of course, they also have piano, guitar, and voice lessons as well. The studio would like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a safe, happy holiday season. The Studio School of Dance of Brampton.
I don't care where you are when the YMCA song comes on, you dance.
Some of us dance. Yes, we do. I think this is great. Look at them go here.
Staying warm.
Yeah. Well, I've got a second. I want to say thanks to Colex Collision Experts, CIM Solutions, Frank Mango's McDonald's Restaurants, Harvey's Restaurants of Brampton, KESP Bookkeeping Services, the Lawrence Scott Regimental Museum. You got to go and check that out. That's a huge attraction in Brampton. Mother Parker's Tea and Coffee, MSC Productions, Royal Canadian Legion Branch 15, Ryan Pinkerton, Switzer Carty School of Bus Transportation, the staff and students from Cardinal Leger Catholic Secondary School, Wendy's JKC Restaurant, and Main Street.
Now, this Jingle Bell Christmas ornament reminds us of the joys of the season. The balloon team manning the strings is another one from the Brams United Soccer Club. They certainly look like they're having a lot of fun. This balloon is sponsored by Delta Bingo and Gaming Center on Rutherford Road South. Drop in over the holidays and help your local charities, as Delta is proud to return over $1 million annually to community charities. Delta Bingo and Gaming Center would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Look, here comes Hanson Towing. You gotta love this. Well, let you in on a little secret here. The truck is decorated, but its entry serves a dual-purpose area. As a matter of fact, if any of the floats break down...
And they do.
And that happens. These trucks spring into action, and they keep the parade flowing. Yeah, it's basically Hanson to the rescue, as they would say. Thank you, Hanson Towing, for once again coming out and to help the parade with flow and making sure if anything happens that we will be taken care of. So thank you so much to Hanson Towing. That's great. Also want to just once again, our presenting sponsor, the Rotary Club of Brampton, in participation with the corporation of the city of Brampton. We couldn't do it without the two of them. And also some of our lead sponsors is Tim Hortons, Delta Bingo Gaming Center, Mattamy Homes, Hills Video Productions, Synchro Works Consulting, and Bramalea City Center. And we'd also like to thank all the volunteers who really helped to make this possible. Can you imagine if this tow truck showed up? Oh my goodness. You know what, Sherry? There's 15,000 tow trucks in Canada.
Cliff Clavin at it again. Tell me, how many again?
15,000. Ontario has 1,600 tow trucks.
This marks Trell Toyota's third year proudly taking part in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, and this time they're joined by their sister dealership at Trell Hyundai. The Atrell family is thrilled to carry on this joyful tradition together, and they invite you to celebrate the season with them as they share Christmas cheer and greet the community with holiday spirit. All of those at Atrell wish you and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The first Toyota, you ready for this? The first Toyota was manufactured in 1936, and they basically established the Toyota Motor Company in 1937. And Toyota was the very first one to launch a hybrid car in 1997, and that was the Prius, which basically revolutionized the automotive market.
It sure did.
So you kind of look at Toyota, I mean, that's kind of cool. We're so happy to have them in the parade here. And it's kind of cool. They also have a bunch of other cars which they've donated to be able to drag along some of the other floats. So we surely appreciate Atrell Toyota. That's wonderful. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are doing great. You know, it's kind of cool, Sherry. We get to wave at them. They get to wave back at us.
What a great family event, the Atrell family out there.
Yeah. How everybody's happy. How cool is that? Well, you know what? No parade is complete without the well-known faces of, you ready for this? Big Bird, Elmo, and the Cookie Monster. That's all from Sesame Street. You know, these cherished characters are spreading holiday cheer with us today. Look at how much fun this is. Joining them is the whimsical Muppets, including Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, and many, many more. You know, these characters really have captured the hearts of millions and millions, and they humor and charm people. You know, their participation in the parade is a nod to the enduring legacy of the Muppets and their ability to bring smiles to both children and adults alike. You know, game characters such as Mario and Luigi and Bowser, Toad, Princess Peach, and Yosh complete the characters in this fun group. I mean, goodness. You know, I have a question. Look at this guy. I just love that. You know, did you know that Oscar the Grouch originally was orange?
I did not.
It's true, before he became green. But I got to ask you about Big Bird. How tall do you think Big Bird is?
I don't know. How tall was Big Bird?
Big Bird is 6.5 feet tall. And you know how many feathers they estimate is on Big Bird?
Come on, who counted that?
I did. 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. Do you know what? Here's a funny thing. This song, you remember Rubber Ducky?
Yes.
Rubber Ducky. It hit number 16 on the Billboard Hot Charts in 1970. Number 16. And they had to retire Ernie as a character because they had to retire him because he was banging his head on a piano.
It's Christmas in Whoville, and Bioped is here to remind everyone that maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. This is Bioped's 4th year in the Santa Claus Parade, and they couldn't be more excited to join in one of Brampton's longest Christmas traditions. This year, Bioped Brampton is once again attempting to collect 10,000 pairs of gently used footwear for Souls for Souls. The shoes are sent to impoverished countries where citizens are able to create their own businesses in selling our used shoes. This is giving them a hand up instead of a handout. You can help by dropping off your shoes at Bioped Brampton. As Brampton's most trusted provider of foot and lower limb care, Bioped would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and all the best in 2026.
You know, your health, your warmth, your stamina starts with your feet. If you got sore feet or if you got cold feet, you're in trouble, Sherry. Well, you always have warm. I know you're plugged in.
I have battery operated socks.
There you are. Look who's skating into the holiday season now with us. It's Saga and Rosie from the OHL Brampton Steelheads hockey team. These two mascots are bundled up and ready to bring some hockey magic to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade. Rosie, who is in her 2nd year with the Steelheads family, is here to spread some of the festive cheer alongside fan favorite Saga. Gotta love Saga. The Steelheads love bringing people together just like the parade does, whether at the rink or out in the Brampton community. Together, they wish everyone a happy holiday season filled with laughter, joy, and maybe even a little bit of hockey. Saga and Rosie hope you stay warm, enjoy the lights, and have the happiest holidays. From Brampton Steelheads family to yours, happy holidays. You know, the coach, Richmond, Coach Richmond, he's the coach of the Steelheads. Their top scorer is Porter Martone, and the goalie is Jack Enkovic. So we're hoping that the Steelheads do a great job. And they're making us proud in Brampton, so it's wonderful to have them here in the parade.
It's really exciting hockey.
So our next band is the Saint Roch Rock Rumble. Saint Roch Drumline is a mixed ensemble. They're comprised of students from grades 9 to 12 from the Regional Arts Program. These students have to audition to be part of this exciting program. Saint Roch offers 5 distinct programs: dance, drama, media, instrumental, and vocal music. And the band is sponsored by Barbara Shrembry. She's a chartered professional accountant. Barbara is also the past chair of the parade committee and a former chief parade marshal. Barbara wishes all of you a very Merry Christmas. And Barbara is such a huge part of our parade prep. But let's have a listen to this band, the Saint Roch Drumline. You gotta love this Saint Roch. I really love this. Sherry, I got another point here that I just want to get this across. Do you know that after departing the American sky, Santa is treated to different gifts and treats around the world? In Australia and the United Kingdom, they leave out sherry and mince pies.
Woo.
I want that.
I want that too.
I want that. Swedish kids leave out rice porridge, and Santa can expect even greater surprises in Ireland upon his arrival. A pint of Guinness.
I'm in. That's what I'm going to do this year for Santa. Okay, look what's coming up next. A giant snowman. What a spectacular sight. The balloon team is a group from Cobra Swim Club who have been in the Brampton community for over 50 years. The balloon is proudly sponsored by Bramalea City Centre. Bramalea City Centre invites you to visit throughout the season to enjoy a relaxed and fun atmosphere to take care of all your holiday needs. You might even get to see Santa there. Bramalea City Centre would like to wish the best of the holiday season to everyone.
You gotta love these balloons. I love these balloons. The
They're
other one was the big
beautiful.
smiling balloons, and this one, the snowman. I think this is terrific. It's just so much fun. You just gotta love it, right?
You do. Again, really glad it's not windy.
Yeah. And that they're hail and the snow stuff. You know what? I think this is a testament to the resilience of Bramptonians. Rain, sleet, hail.
Exactly.
So this is a really cool thing, Raph. Rayfat General Contractors are returning to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade with this holiday spirit in full gear, and it's the Rayfat General Contractors. I love this truck. I've seen this truck. I had a time to jump inside of it. This year, Rayfat once again rolls in through with their signature army truck. So he's got this truck which is transformed with sparkling lights, festive wreaths, and cheerful holiday decorations, and a loose horn. It's a perfect reflection of the company's spirit, strong and reliable and full of heart. Rayfat is actually known across Ontario for building the roads and bridges and infrastructure that keeps our community moving. Rayfat believes that the true foundation of every project is its people. And tonight they're here to celebrate with the people of Brampton.
And drown you out with that horn. That's awesome.
Merry Christmas and joyous holidays and a good new year of strength and unity and community spirit from Rayfat General. I love this truck. I love this truck.
Those are quite the speakers.
Oh, honey, I'm building a truck so I can go in parades.
Ho, ho, hold on tight, Brampton, because Binning Towing is cruising in with holiday horsepower and a very special passenger, Axel, the elf on the shelf. That's right. Even Santa's little helper knows who to call when the sleigh gets stuck in the snow. For over 20 years, Binning Towing has been the team you can count on. keeping the GTA moving one toe at a time, day or night, snow or shine. This marks Binning's 4th year in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, and they're back, bigger, brighter, and more festive than ever. Just look at those lights, that sparkle and that Christmas spirit rolling down the street. The team at Binning Towing and their festive Elf on the Shelf, Axel, wish you a safe, bright, and merry holiday season. I did not do Elf on the Shelf for my children. I'm very proud of that.
I kind of like Elf on the Shelf. It's not surprising. You put it up and don't tell anybody,
Yeah.
right? I like it. Now, anyway, again, we got to thank all the towing companies that help contribute to the parade, both in the parade and making sure that the parade is moving along. That's really, really important. So, Princess Knights and Robin Hood, they're at the heart of the parade here, and they're beloved characters. And characters like Robin Hood and Maid Marian, and they remind us of the timeless tales of bravery and romance. Their presence evokes a sense of nostalgia, actually. It's transporting us back to a world where heroes fight for justice and love conquers all. Gotta love those things. Adding to the enchantment are the fairy tale princesses in their stunning pink dresses. These characters embody the dreams and aspirations of many, reminding us that the magic exists in every corner of our imagination and inspiring children, the key point here, to believe in the extraordinary, charming knights in shining armor and a gallant touch of the festivities, showcasing the valor and chivalry that fairy tales celebrate. They remind us, Sherry, of all the timeless battles between good and evil and the importance of courage and honor, inspiring us to be brave in the face of challenges.
Now here comes New Horizons Rockin' Reindeers. This is New Horizons' first time participating in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, where they are celebrating this holiday season with light and hope. Did you know that New Horizon has been in the community for 10 years? New Horizon aims to empower individuals with special needs by providing opportunities for personal growth, independence, and community involvement. New Horizon is thankful for your support in this incredible event that celebrates inclusion and wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Like I said earlier, I love to see the newcomers to this parade and see it grow every year.
Welcome to New Horizons, and I love their moniker, empowering people and independence and community involvement. I think this is wonderful. So what a wonderful contribution that they make to our community, and it's wonderful to have them aboard here for the Santa Claus Parade. This is great. This is super.
And I'm glad that the day turned out well, because it was a little touch and go there, so, you know.
It was. And here we go, Switzer Carty School Bus Transportation, the good. That's right, they're rolling in now, and it's Switzer Carty's Transportation. They're proudly serving our schools and communities every single day. You gotta love the yellow school bus. And these are the familiar yellow buses that keep connecting families, students, and schools across our region. And today, they've traded their stop signs for tinsel. That's cool. And twinkle lights to celebrate the spirit of the season. Switzer Carter wishes everyone a joyful, peaceful, and safe holiday season filled with gratitude and connection. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you see that stop sign, you have to stop behind and in front. And remember, with the new snow season coming, you got to make a little bit of compensation for the wet weather. Our school buses are transporting the gold of our life.
I spent 12 years on a school bus. 12 years. I was on the farm. So every day, even though I lived 2 miles out of town, my mom didn't come get me. I had to take the bus home for an hour and a half.
You know what? We got to thank Switzer Carty. You know what they did? They transported all our characters. So you got to see,
wow.
Not only do they have to decorate the bus and participate, they went and picked up people and helped our characters
That's
to come to
great.
the parade. So you got to love them. Thank you, Switzer Carty, for all that you've done and keeping our kids safe and participating in the nighttime Brampton Santa Claus Parade. That's the spirit that we love. You got to love that. So the Kendram Youth Steel Orchestra is the next parade event we've got coming in. They're a Caribbean full steel drum orchestra. I'm going to shut up so we can listen to them because they're based in Brampton since 2008. They performed extensively in the United States and Canada, and they really are a crowd favorite. And for the Brampton Santa Claus Parade, they've been involved since 2011. That's 14 years. This band is sponsored by Proust, Dash and Crouch LLP, and they've been in business since 1948. Proust, Dash and Crouch has been based in the heart of downtown Brampton, representing the clients throughout the GTA. What an interesting sound calypso music is, and it really is a favorite. So once they come into our zone here, we're going to do a little bit of a listen.
It's,
I tell you, it's
very
worthy.
intoxicating. I love this music.
I gotta have something to drink when I sit
Yeah,
here.
rum and something. Rum and anything.
Eggnog. Eggnog. All the different ages. Look at the generations of steel band player. I gotta love it. God bless everybody in Jamaica. Our hearts go out to Jamaica and many of those Caribbean islands, but particularly Jamaica after that horrible hurricane. So we wish everybody with family and friends, we hope everybody's all right. We send our love and prayers to all those folks in Jamaica are experiencing a little bit of a hard time.
Next, we have some of the most famous superheroes. The inclusion of superheroes in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade reflects a growing trend in community events. Superheroes represent more than just characters in comic books. They embody the values of bravery, kindness, and resilience. Children, and those young at heart like me, often have a favorite superhero. These superheroes turn the parade into a vibrant tapestry of imagination and heroism, reminding us all that we can be heroes in our own lives. Who's your favorite superhero?
I'm a Batman kind of guy, but I see Batgirl there, so I was always a Batman. I love Batman. I thought it was cool. He was he was John Wayne. He was the successful businessman, and he always had a great car. So.
Oh, wow. Of course, it all comes back to the cars. I was a Spider-Man fan, a reporter by day, like me, and a superhero by night. Kind of like that one.
Some would say I'm the Joker, but I'll leave that to the folks in the truck. That's our great crew from Hills Video here shooting today. They were here early this morning setting it all up in the rain and the hail so that we could bring these lovely pictures to you here today. So thank you to all our crew. And our director, Bill Elliott. Thank you, Bill. All right, here comes the Peel Regional Paramedic Service. These guys are with Santa's very own mobile workshop. Their ambulance twinkles with lights and even offers an inside look at Santa's workshop with Rudolph included. Well, that's kind of interesting. The cheerful paramedic elves, they're going to be marching behind. They're carrying gifts. And look, the medic mouse. I've never seen a medic mouse before. He's leading the way, spreading smiles and holiday magic. I love this little thing here. They're busy fixing toys, helping friends, and making sure everyone is staying safe. So from Peel Regional Paramedic Services, a very Merry Christmas to all, and to all stay safe. Interestingly enough, Sherry, in 2024, there was 148,000 emergency calls. Can you imagine that? It's like 420 calls per day in 2025.
Easy.
So the paramedic service, they're servicing 1.6 million people. And that's Peel, so it's at Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. And if you can imagine, there's 3,500. God bless all those paramedics, saving lives and people, I tell you.
Not an easy job.
Did you know that I was a licensed 911 caller?
Really?
Yeah, I took the course. I got the license.
I heard that's quite stressful.
It is. It was terribly stressful. It was 3 days, but I love it.
Good for you.
Yeah, you know what? We got to thank the paramedics because, you think not only are they in the parade, they're keeping everybody safe. If anybody gets hurt, if anybody collapses, if something goes wrong, you have these paramedics, these life-saving people here. And that paramedic bus, they call it a bus, but it's the ambulance, has got everything that's necessary to save a life. So thank you to all of them. Well, here comes the Brampton Fire and Emergency Services. They've got a 1927 Lafarge antique fire truck. This thing is awesome. You got to say, it's just awesome. And riding along in North America's most famous fire safety dog is Sparky, the fire dog. He's joined by a member of the fire department. Following the antique pumper is Pumper 209, which is probably wrapped in purple to raise awareness for all cancers in support of the William Osler Foundation. That's really heart-touching. This season, the on-duty truck shines even brighter, decorated with holiday lights and festive touches to spread hope and cheer. Brampton Fire wishes all residents a fire-safe holiday. And remember, you got to test your smoke and carbon dioxide alarms during the holidays, as well as throughout the year. But, always remember, when you're cooking, don't leave stuff unattended. Be attentive of what's going on and practice home safety. That includes having a meeting place if you have a fire. But very, very important. There's actually 13 stations in Brampton, and they have approximately 22 frontline trucks. And Chief Bill Boyles, I had the opportunity to interview him a couple of times. A really nice guy. They have, last year, can you imagine this? They had well over 24,000 emergency calls.
No.
Yeah. And they cover like 265 square miles. But here's the thing this is the blessed stat of the day. Brampton Fire's response time, 6 minutes.
Really?
6 minutes.
That's amazing.
And you know what? God bless North America. God bless Brampton and all our emergency services people, because you know what? When you make that call, you pray that they get there. So Brampton Fire, a minimum 6 minutes.
Up next, we have Brampton Emergency Management leading the way in the city's emergency response vehicle, beautifully decorated for today's parade and ready to respond when the community needs it most. Walking proudly with the vehicle are community emergency response volunteers. The SERVE team, dedicated residents trained to assist during community events and emergencies. Brampton Emergency Management works year-round to help the community prepare for the stay resilient during emergencies, from severe weather and power outages to large-scale city incidents. This team provides vital public education, training, and outreach to make sure every household is ready with a 72-hour emergency kit and a solid family emergency plan. So remember, Brampton, be prepared, stay informed, and stay safe.
You know what? You talk about emergency preparedness. You have to anticipate the worst and hope for the best. But when something really bad happens and these people show up, that they've got your backs. This is great, but a wonderful thing. Thanks, guys.
It's wonderful to have extra volunteers like this to help in that scenario.
So here comes the Brampton Village Lions Club clown car. This is a crowd favorite for sure. This is a one-of-a-kind car which has participated in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade for over 20 years, thrilling children and adults alike with brake stands, skids, slides, and exciting but safe stunts, as one would say. We saw them here a couple of times, and it's actually crazy. It's zany. Behind the wheel is Lane Zardo, a stock car racer. Lane has won several championships across Ontario. His grandfather, Bill Zardo, who I interviewed on the GM Motorsports Hour, was a Motorsports Hall of Fame guy. He was the first NASCAR Canadian driver. Sherry, this looks like the way you came into the lot parking
It
today.
does. That's why my back is so bad.
Look at that, Sherry. No, Sherry. The Brampton Village Lions Club would like to thank Hanson Towing and Orangeville Tire Discounter for their help today. Tonight, the Brampton Village Lions wishes everybody a very happy and a Merry Christmas.
I'd love to ride in that car.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, he reminded you of, hey, get out of the way. You know that Lions clubs have like 1.4 million members around the world? Oh! Oh, my goodness. This guy's going to have a brake job.
And an ice bath after the night is done, I presume.
I'd like him to pull up to a ride and see what the cops would say to that. Sir, where are you coming from? The parade.
Sure you are.
Have you been drinking? Just apple juice. Well, that's all you can drink on the parade, but you gotta love that. Who came up with this idea?
A clown.
I mean, you think you should put a couple of Shriners in the back of that thing.
Nothing bad could happen there. Here are the 18U Select Brampton Royals participating in the parade for their third year. This team is part of Brampton Minor Baseball Association and have adopted their mission statement of building a better community through baseball. This dedicated group of young men have been playing ball together for several years. Part of their off-season training includes important initiatives like collecting food along the parade route for the food bank. Their goal is to double their weight from last year, which was 853 pounds.
Wow.
Good for them. The 18U Brampton Royals really appreciate all donations and will be bringing them to the Knights table tomorrow afternoon. They are excited to give back to the community and want everyone to have a happy and safe Christmas. Over the last 10 years, the Brampton Royals have won 4 national gold medals and 1 national bronze medal and 11 provincial championships. And the countdown's on. Like, it's just under 6 months until the season starts again, and I bet they can't wait. You know, unless, of course, they go down to the States and play a
warm
couple
up,
tournaments.
Yeah. Baseball is cool. I also think it's wonderful that they're supplying the Knights table. Knights table is such a huge supporter of the downtown Brampton community, so anything that you can donate to the Knights table. And again, here we are talking about clubs, baseball, dance, Lions Club, all these great things that people work together. I think that's wonderful. So this is the radiant site tonight is the Punjabi RS Christian Community India, which is joining the parade for the very first time this year. Welcome. RC is proud to share their light with the community of Brampton tonight. Their float actually sparkles with glowing stars and candles and joyous scenes of faith and celebration, and reflects unity, peach, and the message of light, which shines brightness when it's always shared. Each twinkle represents love, hope, and the joy of giving this season. And this vibrant group brings the warmth of Punjabi culture and the true spirit of Christmas. All year, RC members come together in worship, fellowship, and community service. Tonight, their presence reminds us that Christmas shines in every heart and in every home. And the Punjabi RC Christian community wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. What a bunch of partiers. That's the way to go. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming.
They are having a great time.
Oh, wow.
Spectacular dancing.
I mean, this is a spirited community. You got to look at all these people having all this fun. I mean, this is tremendous. No lack of energy and enthusiasm here. This is what makes the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade so much fun. And you know what? I mean, if you could see every so often there's some rain, but that's surely not dampening the spirits of these participants.
It's so, isn't it? Actually, they look like they're just having the most amazing time.
Yeah, there's all these people that are following them. They've got all these participants on the side that are walking with them. I think that's great. Hey, Sherry, you know, remember how when Santa comes, they always have it where they put... hey, yeah, look, we've got you. We always have guests that think that they're going to drop in and say hello. Yeah, yeah, thank you. So, anyways, when we have Santa Claus, that comes, if you were a bad person, Santa Claus would put coal in your stocking, right?
I've never had coal.
Nope.
I want to go on record right now saying I've never had coal in my stocking.
Do you know what other kids used to do? They used to put rocks.
Whoa. Brampton, get ready. The holiday magic returns with the Miracle on Main happening Saturday, November 29th in downtown Brampton. Join us for a festive day filled with lights, music, and community spirit, all in support of families in need. This special event is proudly brought to you by the City of Brampton, the Tiger Jeet Singh Foundation, and Peel Regional Police. And remember, you can help make a child's Christmas brighter by bringing a new unwrapped toy to donate. Come be part of the celebration and the generosity at Miracle on Main, November 29th. So important to bring toys down to the less fortunate, because I think every child deserves a toy at Christmas.
Every child deserves a gift. No matter who it is, they deserve a gift. And you know what? That kind of a service to those who are not as fortunate as others, just really sings to what the spirit of Christmas is. It's all about kids, it's about giving, and it's about saying thank you, which is really important. About saying thank you. Well, here comes the breast cancer tow truck from TS Towing. The truck is done up in memory of the driver's mother, who was a 2-time breast cancer survivor. This is the second year TS Towing has participated in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade. Traveling with the tow truck is Stitch and Angel. They're all set for a wonderful Christmas. And they've got these beautiful pink Christmas trees with them. How really cool that is. As a proud service provider in Brampton, the team at TS Towing would like to wish everybody and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And special acknowledgement to all those people who have been afflicted by cancer or dealing with cancer. We respect that this TS Towing is put up for his late memory of his mother. And we too, many people who have afflicted, and we share their pain. So let's stop cancer. But thank you, TS Towing. Sure.
As the holiday season approaches, Disney continues to capture the hearts of audiences with its enchanting Christmas spirit. Over the years, Disney has created a plethora of beloved cartoon Christmas movies featuring iconic characters that have become synonymous with the festival season. From Anna and Elsa, Snow White, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Disney's roster of characters brings joy and nostalgia to families around the world. This year, Disney's presence is felt at home right here in Brampton, as many of these beloved characters make a special appearance today in the parade. Disney's Christmas classics such as Mickey's Christmas Carol, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Frozen, Olaf's Frozen Adventure convey messages of love, kindness, and the importance of family values that resonate during this time of year. My favorite Disney princess are Anna and Elsa. They were sisters, and I love them because it was an act of true love between the sisters that saved them. It wasn't a man that came to their rescue.
Well, then, yes. So this year, a Brampton-based concrete company brings the magic of Santa's volumetric workshop to work in the parade. The float features a lively scene where Santa and his helpers work with volumetric concrete. And those are the mixers, to build holiday spirit and cheer. The display celebrates the company's expertise in concrete delivery and showcasing innovation and craftsmanship. Beyond construction, the company is deeply involved in supporting local schools, charities, and community projects. As the company, they operate out of Brampton, and Cemex is thrilled to take its opportunity to spread some holiday cheer and their fellow Brampton communities. Wow. Well, when you think of concrete, it's the world's most man-made product. Think of that. And concrete actually reaches about 90% of its final strength about 4 weeks after it's laid.
Cliff Clavin, I called you that earlier.
The Romans, actually, way back when, they were accredited with its use, way back when.
They started the concrete.
And you know that cement is what goes into making concrete. Cement is a different thing. Cement is
I did not know that. I thought they were the same thing.
I'm sharing. Cement is a binder. It's made with clay and limestone and other chemicals, and then you add cement with water, sand, and gravel, and you create concrete.
Thank you for doing your research. That's very...
I want to know this stuff. I mean, it's important.
So do I.
It's important.
And here comes the Peel Shrine Club Go-Kart Patrol.
My boys.
A crowd favorite for sure. A fun-loving bunch of Shriners raising money and awareness for 22 children's hospitals in North America. The Peel Shriners have been part of the Brampton Santa Claus Parade for over 20 years and continue to be a fan favorite. They really enjoy decorating the vehicles for this festive season and seeing the smiles on the faces of the children, young and old, along the parade route. Peel Shriners would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. It's not easy to get in one of these. They have to put in a lot of time to get to drive one of these.
They're not small guys, but globally there's just over 200,000 Shriners. They have 200 chapters and about, they said there's temples in 40 countries. And basically they help children. And in North America, think about this, they have over 1,500 specialized physicians and surgeons who donate their time, so there's never a bill. Thank God for the Shriners. Thank God for what they do. And if you figure that children are the joy of Christmas, these guys, what do they do? I mean, they help families. Yeah, that's a tough job. I never got a ride. They never offered me a ride.
I don't think they're allowed.
That
I think
doesn't
it's an honor to be in one of these. I think they put in a lot of hours to get, to literally be able to be the chosen one.
I know, it is the chosen one. You have to put in a lot of hours. This isn't guaranteed. You just can't be the guy who drives one of them. You got to earn it. Yeah, but this is probably the coolest gig in the parade, other than the big man himself.
He's coming. I know he's coming. The big man.
The big man. I had occasion to see him. He was being escorted when the sleigh landed.
Oh, you saw him already?
Yeah, well, he was getting ready there. They had to feed Rudolph and all the rest of that, so it was kind of good.
I'm so excited. Did you bring Mrs. Claus?
I can't say. She's incognito.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here we go. As you can see, another Hanson Towing tow truck. We're reminded of the work that goes on behind the scenes of this festive event by the dedicated group of volunteers who work so hard to make it all possible. So very true. From the board of the directors and operations committee to the enthusiastic high school students and the parade that reflects the true community spirit. The Brampton Santa Claus Parade operations committee manages logistics, coordinates participants, and ensures everything runs smoothly. Returning volunteers bring the experience and passion that is creating community and tradition year after year, adding youthful energy. And of course, the students from Cardinal Leger Secondary School and other local schools, they all take on roles from costumes to characters to crowd management, showcasing their commitment to the community involvement and always helping to make a parade the most magical thing here. So thank you to all of them and to all of our volunteers and to Hanson Towing.
And look at this snazzy car guy.
Yeah, they really did a job on this puppy. I like this. Oh, look, Sherry.
That's what I said.
That looks like a 56 Chev, I would think. Not sure. Maybe. I think it's someone's going to send me an email. That wasn't a 56. It's a 57. Okay, Bill tells me it's a 57. I was
gorgeous.
Close. I was close. That's nice. You got to love it. Yeah, I think 57 was the one where they had the shrouds on the front headlights. I'm going to say that just because it looks obvious. I'm not sure if you're not impressed with that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind. That's fine. You're not a car chick. That's fine. I saw you come in. You look like, yeah, okay.
Every year, the Brampton Santa Claus Parade brings together community spirit, festive cheer, and a showcase of beloved characters that delight audiences of all ages. Passing us now are characters from the timeless classic, The Wizard of Oz, and a few other iconic Disney characters for a spectacular celebration. We see Dorothy, who is on a quest to find her way home, accompanied by her loyal companions, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. Together, they provide a spirit of friendship and courage, all while teaching the valuable lessons about heart, brains, and bravery. Joining them in the whimsical adventure are Disney favorites. As they march down the parade route, they remind us that no matter where we come from, we can achieve great things when we unite. Can you believe that the original movie, The Wizard of Oz, came out in 1939 starring Judy Garland as Dorothy?
Yeah, but they described you hearts, brains, and vitality.
I'll miss you the most, Scarecrow.
Father President's Catholic High School Marching Band is our next one, and their drumline joined the parade again this year. They're sponsored by SynchroWorks Consulting, who have been and managed its services provider in the GTA and beyond for over 19 years. They have partnered with numerous organizations to provide reliable IT services and support, business internet services, and cybersecurity solutions, and lots more. SynchroWorks wishes everyone a happy holiday season. Oh, and another band to listen to, Sherry. I like this song.
I think this is one of my favorite Christmas carols.
Claus.
Is that how you pronounce it? Did you just correct me, Michael?
Nope. Not easy to play an air instrument and walk.
No. I played the clarinet.
Did you have a good embouchure?
I did. I was one of the teacher's favorites, which actually doesn't, it sounds good, but it wasn't, because he'd always borrow my clarinet and play it. And then he'd give it back. And as you know, it's a woodwind instrument, so there's that wooden reed, and it had his spit all over it. It was really quite horrifying.
There you are. I don't think that would cut it these days.
It sure wouldn't. I bet their fingers are cold.
It's not that bad. It is a little bit cold. I was more worried about the rain or hail, right?
Yes.
Wow,
the hail that came earlier, that's for
Look
sure.
at how many members they have in this. This is fabulous. Father Bressani, Eagle Marching Band and Drumline. Nice work. Imagine inviting the band over for a swim. You'd have a pool full.
Wow, I'd like to see the size of the tree that this giant decoration fits on. This balloon team is another group from Cobra Swim Club. We thank them for their support today. This gigantic decoration is proudly sponsored by Hills Video Productions. Hills is proud to be the production team behind our webcast, Michael, and the entire team would like to wish everyone at home a Merry Christmas and hope they enjoy today's webcast.
Yeah, they were here. Hills Video was here very early this morning to set up all the cameras and the lights and the truck and everything.
To make us look good.
Yeah, make you look good. We really appreciate that and all the time and effort that Hills Video has put into this. And Chris Priest has probably done this parade more than anybody that I know, so wonderful. So Dependable is proud and grateful to be joining the Brampton Santa Claus Parade for this, the first time. For 50 years, the family-run Brampton Company has proudly built, supported, and served local companies and communities. From fuel and water trucks that keep our city moving to emergency and fire vehicles that stand beside communities across Ontario. Tonight, the truck shines with the true spirit of service and the warmth of the season, celebrating the people, families, and hardworking hands that keep our community safe, strong, and connected. Dependable wishes everyone and a spirited Bramptonian very Merry Christmas and a joyful holiday season. Very cool. You know what, it's so nice to see these flashing lights and know that there isn't an emergency, but they're here to make us feel good and participate. I think that's a wonderful thing.
It really is a good thought, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Because when you see them in your rearview mirror or in front of your house, not that exciting.
Yeah, but it is very exciting because you know that they're here and they're here to say, look at that. I just love it. So much fun.
Our next entry is from Young Dragons Martial Arts. Young Dragons is a youth group affiliated with the City of Brampton. Their classes are fun and challenging and improve physical fitness, mental focus, and character development in their students. Did you ever participate in martial arts classes?
I did. I was a white belt and then I was a yellow belt in Taekwondo.
Wow. Good for you.
It was the warm-up, which was the killer. You wanted more of the exercises and stuff, but the warm-up was the killer at the beginning.
I did not do it, but you know what? They say you're never too old to start this.
No.
So maybe 2026 is the year.
It's great for flexibility. I was more concerned for self-protection because when I was a little kid, I was bullied. And not that I would be bullied as a grown-up. Far be it from that. But just physical fitness and just knowing the techniques, I think, was so important.
Absolutely. And any sport that you can get into is just it builds teamwork, it builds your mind, it makes you healthier.
Well, particularly the martial arts, there's so much discipline, and it's a calculated strength. Whenever you see someone who takes a specific stance of protection, you know that they know a little more than they're revealing. You might be hesitant to engage, as one would say.
Interesting.
So next is the optometrist, I think it is, right? This is the optimists, I should say, and so they're sponsoring We Watch Brampton. We Watch provides licensed child care to watch over your little ones, just like Santa. Ain't that the truth? The Optimists Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps of Toronto was formed in the fall of 2002, I should say. They've been delighting audiences and children at many festivities and parades in Southern Ontario and the Northern United States. Let's have a listen once they come by. Here they are sponsoring this wonderful thing, the Optimists with the We Watch. I think this is great. Let's have a listen. You know, that's great. Way to go, guys. Nothing like community getting together, having a little bit of a jam. That's cool.
Now this is one of my favorites. Get ready for some festive fun. Brampton Meals on Wheels is spreading holiday cheer, wishing you a very minion Christmas with their float this year. Join Bob, Kevin, and Stuart and jolly volunteer elves as they light up the parade with colorful lights, Christmas spirit, and smiles for the kids. This marks Brampton Meals on Wheels' 11th year in the parade, and they're thrilled to celebrate the season with you. As a nonprofit community charity, Brampton Meals on Wheels is dedicated to supporting independent living by delivering nutritious meals to those in the Brampton community. They wish everyone a safe and joyous holiday season. I love Minions. Every movie I've seen, every Despicable Me movie, you can't help but fall in love with these yellow capsule-shaped creatures. They're very impulsive, with a very, very little self-control.
I think they're absolutely hilarious.
Yes,
I love their glasses.
they are really, really adorable.
Yeah, here's a little stat. Since its establishment in 1963, Meals on Wheels has served over 40,000 meals. And the first Meals on Wheels in Canada was right here in Brampton.
Get out.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You imagine that, 40,000 meals, and the very first one was in Brampton. So hats off to Brampton and to community service and insight and taking care of the folks at home. Hats off to Brampton.
My grandfather he delivered Meals on Wheels in my hometown in Brooks, Alberta. So I learned about this organization quite early in life, and it's just so important to keep people in their homes who just maybe aren't able to cook anymore.
And a hot meal for some people and someone dropping at your door and interacting, I mean, that's huge.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get ready to clap or flap for the coolest dance crew in town, the Tap Love Tour Kids. These tap dancing penguins are sliding and shuffling across Brampton with glowing sheets of ice to light their way. The Tap Love Tour, which is a Brampton-based non-for-profit organization, has been creating tap-inspired dance, music, podcasts, and documentaries for like 10 years. These people have been around. Like since 1923, these talented kids have been spreading joy with their tap moves. That's not easy to do. They're back for their second year, bringing joyful tap dance music and magic to the Brampton Santa Claus Parade. The Tap Love Your Tour would like to wish you a tappy holiday season, Sherry. A tappy holiday season.
I find tap dancing totally mesmerizing.
I could not do it. Tap dancing originated in the United States in the early 19th century as a fusion of African, Irish, and English dance forms. Imagine that.
MICKEYMOUSE. Look! It's none other than Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse Spreading their infectious energy, the crowd always loves Mickey, and so do I. And not to be outdone, Donald and Daisy Duck are marching in the parade this year too. Their playful antics and charming personalities are fun to watch. Donald Duck, as you know, can have a temper sometimes, but tonight he looks in fine form. We also have Woody and Buzz Lightyear from the beloved Toy Story movie. These two characters represent the essence of adventure and camaraderie. They sure inspire young attendees to believe in the magic of friendship and the importance of teamwork. I absolutely love Disney. I am a member of the Disney Vacation
Yes,
Club.
you are.
I am a complete Disney geek. My Christmas stockings are Disney characters. Every ornament on my tree is a Disney character. The wreath on my door is Disney. Yes, I am that person.
What did you marry, Goofy?
Well, yeah. I'll tell him you said that later.
Don't tell him. Her husband's Dwayne Ford. He's the guy. No. We love Dwayne Ford. Very strong man. All right, next we have Extreme Towing. Extreme Towing is locally owned, and their towing and recovery company is dedicated to serving the community with reliability, strength, and heart. They're excited to join the Santa Claus Parade to share their holiday spirit and showcase the hardworking team behind the scenes. Extreme Towing wishes all Bramptonians and their families a wonderful Christmas. Absolutely. We'd also like to say thank you to our presenting sponsor, the Rotary Club of Brampton, in partnership with the Corporation of the City of Brampton, and our sponsors, Tim Hortons, Delta Bingo Gaming Center, Mattamy Homes, Hills Video Production, SynchroWorks Consulting, and Bramalea City Center, all vital participants that help to make this parade such a success. We also want to thank Brampton Members of Parliament, the Brampton Progressive Conservative Members of Parliament, Merrimack Promotions, Proust, Dash and Crouch LLP, Wadware, We Watch Brampton, Atrell Toyota, Kingsport Plaza, McDonald's Restaurants, Burger King Restaurants, Mills Group, CIM Solutions Inc., Colex Collision, Frank Magnum's McDonald's Restaurant, Harvey's Restaurants, KSP Bookkeeping Services, so that's KESP, Lawrence Scott's Regimental Museum. We encourage you to go and check the museum out. Mother Parker's Tea and Coffee, MSC Productions, the Royal Canadian Legion, Branch 15, Ryan Pinkerton, Swiss Chart Schools Bus Transport, staff and students from Cardinal Leger Secondary School, and finally Wendy's JKC Restaurants on Main Street.
From the Gospel of Luke, an angel of the Lord said, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. A Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. This is the 12th year the Brampton Christian School has participated in the parade. Brampton Christian School is a ministry of Kennedy Road Church, both of which have a well-established presence in the community. The school exists to provide quality spiritual, academic, physical, and social education in a Christ-centered environment. Their float depicts traditional characters from the Christmas story, with student angels on board the bus and staff shepherds marching behind, and the sheep are children of the staff members.
Cool. You gotta love it. Would you like to be part of a parade? You know what's really cool, Sherry?
What's
is we're
cool?
like 3/4 through the parade. I have a funny feeling that someone is coming very soon. Way back there, but it's coming soon. You know, one of the things I really love about this parade is all these balloons that they've got. So here comes another wonderful balloon. This is one of the Fun Snowflake Ball, which is presented by Tim Hortons. True to their slogan, always fresh, Tim Hortons' continued sponsorship in the Brampton Santa Claus Parade allows for new, fresh balloons to be part of the parade each year. No kidding. How wonderful is that? The team manning the balloon is from Brampton Minor Baseball. They are proudly brought to the game of baseball to Brampton since 1948. Brampton Minor Baseball offers both recreation and competitive programs for players aged 5 to 22. Merry Christmas from Brampton Minor Baseball, and of course Tim Hortons for all these great balloons. They look fantastic. I love them. Look at that.
They never had these when I was young and in all the parades I was in.
Well, this is one thing which is really cool about the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade. They always have all these beautiful balloons, and they're always different, and it just adds a little element of uniqueness. And the Brampton Parade really has a great way in finding a niche. Not only is it done at night, which is one of the very few nighttime parades, but all the lights and everything.
Well, it really adds a different dimension to a parade. Like, everyone loves a parade,
Yes.
always. But at nighttime, you get to see the lights, and it just adds excitement.
Speaking of nighttime, do you know that NORAD actually tracks Santa?
I watch NORAD every Christmas Eve.
No, but it's true. Santa has come to move quickly to deliver presents to children around the world. But if you want to keep up to his travels, it's easier. You go to Google and Santa will track it on NORAD.
I will definitely be watching.
Yes.
It's a Merry Lacrosse Christmas time from Brampton Lacrosse. Woody, the Christmas elf, is playing goalie, while Excelsior players follow behind and are shooting on him. Brampton has a rich lacrosse history emerging in the 1870s from Canada's Indigenous roots. Brampton Minor Lacrosse Association and Brampton Excelsior's Lacrosse Club partner to form the Brampton Lacrosse Alliance, with goals to sustain youth lacrosse in the city of Brampton, providing opportunities for citizens and corporate partners to contribute to building a healthy and caring community through lacrosse. Brampton Lacrosse would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season.
You know, that is a very Canadian sport. We love lacrosse, and it's not easy, but I love lacrosse. I produced a lot of lacrosse games. My daughter was actually a Toronto Rock cheerleader.
Really?
Yeah.
I think lacrosse is a fascinating sport to watch, and I would be very nervous as a mother if my son was a high-end lacrosse player, because it is not for the faint of heart, let me tell you.
Not at all. And you know what? Actually, the way we break down lacrosse, it's basically broken down like hockey as well, as far as when we shoot it and when we do it. And done a couple of those for TSN and Sportsnet in my years, and I'm going to tell you, it's always been fun.
And good people involved.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you know that in 2020, the Excelsiors celebrated their 150th anniversary, making the oldest continuously run sports organization in North America?
Wow. Well, there you go. That's Brampton Excelsiors. You know, this next float is from the past parade community winners, which is Westfet. They are proud to fuse fun characters and Caribbean flair with a showcase of West Indian culture. Today we see the sponge cake and the pineapple upside down cake. Who heard there is a sponge living in the pineapple under the sea? They pack their suitcases to spend Christmas at Bikini Bottom, thinking that there must be some sort of connection. It is not what they expected, actually. SpongeBob, SquarePants, and Patrick Starfish, Squidward, and friends are all having a Caribbean Christmas, complete with sorrel, ginger beer, and black cake, all while grooving to the sweet sounds of Para Soca. Westfet, known Brampton, and Autobahn Towing wish you a very happy and holy holiday and a bright and prosperous 2026. That is fun.
I love me some SpongeBob SquarePants. Hilarious cartoon.
I want the black cake and rum, to be honest.
I can watch it and do that at the same time.
I'm in.
I might enjoy it more.
I'm in.
And here comes Access Dance Studio, stepping into the holiday spirit with their talented competitive dance team. These dedicated dancers train year-round, representing their studio at regional and national competitions. This year, their float sparkles with energy and color, showcasing dancers who light up every stage they perform on. Access Dance Studio has been part of the community for over 10 years, sharing a passion for dance and teamwork with local families. This marks another exciting appearance for Access Dance Studio in the holiday parade tradition. They're proud to be a part of this year's parade. From everyone at Access Dance Studio, Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
You know, we take time at Christmas to remember those who left and who aren't with us this Christmas, whether it's the first Christmas or one of many. But we celebrate Christmas and we keep those traditions going and we build new traditions. And it is that spirit and the spirit of children and the spirit of Christmas that keeps us all smiling. So to anyone who has lost someone this year and is going to miss them at this special time, know that they're thinking of you and they want you to move forward with their tradition because they're looking down and smiling on you and everything that you're doing, and it's all about the kids.
And I totally have to believe in you, Michael, that is happening because, again, people that have, passed over and left us, it is always important to remember at this special time of year.
My mother-in-law used to make these pastries called Sadies, and no one else could. I nicknamed them Sadies, and you couldn't make them again. But her son actually tried and got really, really close. But we love all those traditions. Nurse Next Door Brampton is here to spread holiday cheer. Nurse Next Door offers calm, compassionate care right to your home. The elves and caregivers on the float would like you to remember care is best when shared. All of the staff at Nurse Next Door wish you a happy, healthy, and joyful holiday season. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Brampton, from Nurse Next Door. You gotta love that. Thank goodness we have services like that to take care of people who can't get out, and particularly when it snows or when something happens.
They are angels.
Yep.
I always say
Yep.
a nurse is an angel.
Yep.
Because that is tough work and they really help.
Well, having had friends and family members this year in particular visiting a lot of hospitals, you really respect our Canadian medical system. A lot of people complain, but I got to tell you, we are so lucky to live where we live.
Absolutely.
And to have these dedicated people helping us out.
Christmas is a time for magical creatures, and Santa relies on the help of so many of them, especially beloved elves. We see a number of them now, and as always, they are spreading cheer and getting us in the spirit of Christmas. Who doesn't love an elf, especially when they show up in your house, on a shelf, or hanging from a chandelier? We see some snowmen in this group as well. The fun of snowmen bring to mind a sense of nostalgia at Christmas. Both the young and young at heart are reminded of snowball fights, sledding, and the fun of making a snowman or a snow hut on your front lawn. Snowmen serve as a reminder of the beauty of the season and the joy found in simple pleasures.
I want an elf on a chandelier with mistletoe. Because then you can strategically plant people there, right?
Nice.
Oh, look, mistletoe. You know what that means, don't you?
I do.
The Malvern College Marching Band. I always say this because I love these guys. They've been joined by the Brampton Santa Claus Parade this year. And this band performs not only at Santa Claus parades, but also Easter parades, football games, school concert, and community events. The band consists of students from all grade levels, and they work together to inspire each other. The band is sponsored by Maple Lodge Farms. Gotta love Maple Lodge Farms. They actually had a family that lived here originally in Brampton a long time ago. Very interesting. They still live here. They're actually one of the largest chicken producers in Canada, Maple Lodge Farms. Who knew?
You did, Michael.
Well, you know what? The family business was established in 1955. Here's the Malvern Band. I love the tartan. You know, the tartan brings back, there's a little bit of Scottishness in it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm part Scottish,
There you are.
part Irish.
There you go. Scottish and Irish.
Watch out, everyone. Next, we have a larger-than-life balloon in the shape of a present. This balloon is being handled by the DHL Global Forwarding Team, who assists Santa in his mission to deliver gifts to children in every corner of the globe. DHL is helping to make dreams come true. This balloon is sponsored by Mattamy Homes, who have been a proud supporter of the Brampton Santa Claus Parade for many years. At Mattamy, they believe helping to create the places you are proud to call home is noble and life-changing work. Happy holidays from Mattamy Homes.
Another beautiful balloon. A DHL Global Forwarding Canada continues to connect people and improve lives. Working with Canada Post today, they're collecting letters for Santa, and with their efficient logistic network, they ensure that every child's heartfelt message reaches the North Pole, spreading joy and making a really positive impact on children's lives. Of course, letters can be mailed too. Just remember to put your return address on your letter so Santa can reply. Santa's address is Santa Claus, North Pole, Ho Ho, O-H-O. Hey guys, grab, we got 2 right here. Oh, look, we've got someone coming up. They're coming up, they're coming up, they're coming up. Hi, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thanks for being in the parade. That was cool.
That really was.
That was cool. I like that.
I hope he gets my letter.
You know, a study was conducted in 2013, and they said that the most letters from Santa, guess what country they came from?
What country?
France.
Really?
France, yes. 1.7 million letters to be exact. And second is 1.3 million, and that's from Canada.
Oh, good for Canada, representing.
Well, there's Hanson Towing. You know, you got to love these guys. Here they are back again. Look at that. Now, that's one of those big rigs, right? So this is one of these big puppies that does trucks and tractors and four-wheel drives. And, wow, look at the transport trucks. That is one big truck.
That is a big rubber ducky, too.
Wow. Yeah, that is a big rubber ducky. You know, that was interesting. Rubber Ducky, You're the One. That was sung by the... Did I already tell you that?
Yes.
I already said that. Okay, no.
Yes. But you could tell it again.
I know, but I won't belabor you. You know, today the parade has sure been a magical spectacle, but it wouldn't be complete without Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, or Hermione Granger, and rather be the beloved friends of the wizarding world. Ooh, gotta love the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Dressed in their iconic robes, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are bringing us the enchanting atmosphere of Hogwarts. Their enduring friendship and bravery add to the magic of Christmas. Accompanying them, we see a battalion of toy soldiers, all dressed in bright red uniforms and tall hats. These toy soldiers and festive charm to the parade really captures the hearts of children and women and men alike. I think it's absolutely fantastic, the Hogwarts. Harry Potter. Beautiful.
This next band is the York Lions Steel Band, formed in 1972. Their music is performed on various sizes of 45-gallon oil drums. The band offers its young musicians a year-round activity that is both educational and fun. The York Lions Steel Band has represented Canada at many international Lions conventions, including Australia, Hawaii, England, and at the Lions Club 100th convention in Chicago in 2017. They have performed at Disney World, Busch Gardens, and Six Flags theme park, just to name a few. Listen to that.
Wow. You know, Sherry, this float, I believe, signals the arrival of the special guest and the person who's going to come and bring Christmas to Brampton. You know, I got to tell you, you never cease to have the amazement in young children's eyes, so watch closely, kids, because our favorite guy in red is coming very, very soon. This is what everybody's waiting for.
Absolutely.
We had a little snow, and here we go. Here he is, Santa Claus coming to Brampton. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. And his reindeer. Oh, look at that. Every year Santa comes and brings gifts for those who were good. Look at that. You got to love it.
Santa is over 1,700 years old. I think he looks amazing.
I tell you, I went and looked at Santa's workshop a couple of years ago and had an opportunity to see all the stuff that he was doing. And you know, you figure how much time he has to spend in the air to bring Christmas to Brampton and all these other places and all the good kids around the world. How wonderful. Look at the hat they got on it.
Oh, wow.
Santa is like legit. Like, that's a legit beard. Like, he's the real thing, man. This is cool.
Oh, listen to him.
Oh, listen. Look, he's...
Christmas, Sherry. I hope you guys are behaving.
Hi, Santa.
Michael, start behaving. You have 39 more sleeps. In your case, it's 78 because you nap every day.
Thank you, Santa.
I love the bow tie.
Thank you, Santa. I wore it for you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at that, Santa Claus saying hello to us. Well, you know what? You can't have a better situation to have Santa Claus saying, and you love the bow tie, Sherry.
And he knows who you are. You are so getting gifts this year.
I hope so. I sent my letter to DHL, and that's the whole look of that. You know, we just want to finally, one more time, thank our presenting sponsors, which is the Rotary Club of Brampton. Couldn't do it without them, and the corporation and the city of Brampton. We talked to the mayor earlier, so we thank everybody on City Council for coming on board with the Brampton Santa Claus Parade. Also, Tim Hortons, Delta Bingo Gaming Center, Mattamy Homes, Hills Video produced all this for us with our director Bill Elliott and executive producer Scott Ching, and Synchro Works Consulting, and finally Bramalea City Center. It wouldn't be a Brampton Santa Claus Parade without these people participating and you guys watching, and a special thanks to Sherry Ford for coming on here again.
Thank
Sherry.
you so much for inviting me. You are just a pro at what you do, Michael. Thank you so much for making this happen today.
Thank you, Sherry. And to everybody in Brampton and anybody watching, we wish you a happy and healthy 2026 and Merry Christmas. And thanks for watching the Brampton Nighttime Santa Claus Parade. I'm Michael A. Charbon for Sherry Ford. Thanks for watching.
Merry Christmas.